So now let's begin with a demo. I've logged into Azure portal. Now the first thing that we will do is we'll create a virtual network, and we'll create a new resource code. We will keep it this as RG app GW demo. Okay. We'll name it as app GW VNet. Okay. We'll keep it as Central India. In security, I want to connect to my the VMs which will be hosted in this virtual network. I want to connect to them and install Nginx web server on them so that I can show the demo. Okay. We will so the bastion should have a public IP address. So we will accept whatever is the default, and so it will have a bastion subnet, and the default one we will edit it and change it to app gateway subnet. The application gateway should have a separate subnet, right? So we'll click save, and then we'll create a subnet for our backend. We'll call it as backend subnet. And so this is fine, and we will create this virtual network. We will wait for it to get validated, and our virtual network deployment has started. Once it's completed, what we will do is we will create the application gateway. Okay, we will first create it with an empty backend pool, and while we are creating the virtual machines, we will add it to the backend. Okay. Okay, so we are deploying the Bastion as well as part of this VNet creation. So it is going to take some time. So what I will do is I'll be back once the resource is deployed. Now the VNet is ready. So let's create our application gateway. We'll click on application gateway, click on create, and we'll create a standard application gateway. We'll use the same resource group which we created while creating the virtual network, and this we will keep it as app gateway demo. Central India and standard V2 is fine. Rest all default is fine. We will select the virtual network, right? And the subnet is selected automatically. Now let's go to creating the front end IP. As I said, the front end IP is the IP address where the client will send the request. We will keep it as public. We create a new public IP address. We will give it as app gateway public IP and keep the default. Next, we'll go to selecting the backend. We will create an empty backend pool, and while creating the virtual machines, we will add it to this backend. We'll give it a name, backend pool, and then go to the configuration. So now we have the front end, we have the backend pool, and within these two, we will have the routing rules or the configuration for the application gateway. We'll click on routing rules. We'll name the routing group. We'll keep it as app gateway rule. Okay, priority we'll give it as 100. It takes value between 1 to 2000. Okay, we'll keep it as 100 for a quick start. Listener name, as I said, the application gateway should have at least one listener, right? It can have multiple, but it should have at least one listener. We'll give it as a listener as app gateway listener. Okay, rest all we will take it as default on the backend target, right? We will select the backend pool which we created and the backend setting. So like this backend setting is used to establish a new TCP connection with the backend. So the connection with the front end IP is terminated once we receive the request from the uh, the clients or the user, and then a new TCP connection is started with the backend. And this backend setting is used to establish that new connection. Okay, so we'll pop it as backend setting, and rest we will take it as default. Okay, add, and we'll keep it on add. Okay, we go to next and review and create. The validation has passed, we will create. So what I'll do is, once this application gateway is deployed, I will create the virtual machine which will be the part of the backend pool. Okay. So the application gateway resource is now deployed. What I will do next is we'll create the virtual machines. Okay. So let's go and create a virtual machine. We'll create two virtual machines, which will be the part of our application gateway backend. The resource I'll keep it as same, and the this will I will name it as VM1. Rest this we don't need any availability zone. Security type will keep it as standard, and this we will use it as username and password. So let me set the username and password for this. It should match. Okay. Ports, inbound ports I will allow none. Okay. I'll go to networking. Select the virtual network that we have already created, and this will be the part of our backend. Okay. And this we will keep it as say advanced. Okay, and we'll create a network security group to allow HTTPS. So let's say create an inbound rule, and service we will keep it as HTTP, port HTTP. This priority will keep it as 100. Okay, and allow HTTP add. Okay, and this will be part of our application gateway which we have created. So we'll select the application gateway. Okay, and this is the backend pool that we created while creating the application gateway. And rest all, if we go to monitoring, we'll disable boot diagnostics, and rest all should be fine. We'll take whatever the default value is and we'll create it. Let's review. So check for the validation to pass and create. So I will wait for this virtual machine to be created, and after that I will create the second virtual machine as well. Our first virtual machine is deployed successfully. Now let's create another virtual machine. I'll click on create another virtual machine. I'll select the resource group which we already created. The virtual name I will keep it as appvm2. Rest all we will keep it same to the first virtual machine that we created. Azure user. Okay, this we will keep it as none. We'll go to networking. We'll select the virtual network and the backend subnet. We don't need any public IP for this. Okay, and we'll use the security group, network security group, which we created while creating the first virtual machine. And again, this is also going to be part of our application gateway backend pool, which we have selected. We will again disable the boot diagnostic and create the second virtual machine as well. Okay, so Now, after the virtual machines are created, I will install Nginx on it, and then we'll see the demo. So I have created both the virtual machines and added them to the backend pool of the application gateway. And also I have connected them to using Azure Bastion. So now let's install Nginx on them. So let's sudo apt update. This similarly we'll do this on first VM as well. Okay, then we'll install um, okay, sudo install Nginx. And we'll make a change to the HTML file. We'll say echo hello from application one sudo bar w html and text.html. Yeah, similarly here we will do echo hello from application 2 t this will be bar. Okay, okay, now this we have made the changes. Now what we will do is we'll go to the portal, we'll go to the application gateway, and we'll take the front end IP. Okay, so this is the front end IP of the application gateway. Copy. We'll see. So you see application 1, application 2, application 2, application 1, application 1, application 2. So now this is working as expected. Now on the portal you see this error. I don't know why it's showing it, but if you see our application gateway is working fine. So I hope you get something from this tutorial. You understand how the application gateway works. And in the next video, I'll be creating a demo on URL based routing. So if you are interested in getting notified when that video is uploaded on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And also if you like my content, or if you want me to give, if you want to give any feedback to me, do comment and provide your feedback. And please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.